Hi everyone. Today I'm going over smartwatch and fitness trackers. Are they accurate? Can you trust the information on calories burned during your exercise? In recent years, there has been a massive advertising on smartwatches being a reliable fitness tracker and tracking one of the fitness metrics that has eluded consumer capabilities until now. Everybody wants to know that magic number. How many calories I've burned during my 30 minutes jog. Now fitness trackers promise to give you that number. Sounds amazing, but it's actually the real number. How can those little watches accurately track that number, since to do a precise measurement, it requires putting a CO2 mask or putting people inside a metabolic chamber? Well, smartwatch rely on a completely different way to measure caloric expenditure. You see that green flashing light under your watch? It's an optical sensor that tracks blood circulation of your wrist, and based on that flow the watch measure your heart rate, and combining your heart rate with age, height, and weight it can estimate, and I repeat estimate, the oxygen consumption, which can be used to calculate calories burned. The key word here is estimate. Also, your heart rate reading can be off. In fact, a study has shown that heart rate measurements can vary greatly simply by adjusting the tightness of the wristband. Also, temperature can influence the readings. In fact, if it's very cold, your blood vessel will shrink and the sensor may read a lower heart rate than the real one. Same goes in the other way when it's hot. So, you have an equation that has estimate of calorie expenditure based on a variable, heart rate, that might not be accurately measured. However, smartwatch manufacturers stated that their data collection involves more than just heart rates and user information. But the result still is an estimate. In fact, a study has shown that the error in calories expenditure calculation was off on average by 27%. And the least accurate measurement was off by 93%. That huge. So imagine, your smartwatch says you burnt 1,000 calories. Well, it probably means that you actually burnt 700 calories. That's a 300 calories difference. That can make a huge difference. In fact, you may think, well, I consumed 1,000 calories, therefore I can eat 1,000 calories. And what happens? You're on a calorie surplus of 300 calories, and you're getting fat, and you can't understand why. Now you know, calories in versus calories out always apply. You actually ate more calories than you consumed. It's easy. In 2017, a study tested multiple smartwatches available from companies like Garmin, Fitbit, and Apple. What they found was pretty interesting. Along with calories, they also compared data for steps and distance traveled between the devices. What they noticed was that none of the devices were ever in agreement for any measured outcome, with the Apple Watch reporting as much as 20% more steps and 40% more distance traveled compared to the other watches in terms of calories. At times, there was as much as a 35% difference in calories measured between an Apple Watch and Fitbit Flex. So just comparing one device to another, there can be very different readouts, which makes you wonder exactly how accurate they are. But don't just throw out of the window your smartwatch. In fact, those data can still be used. You just have to change perspective to read them properly. In fact, what's great about fitness watches is that it is consistent in tracking trends and changes. Even though the numbers aren't entirely accurate, if the watch can detect an upward trend in calories burned by you increasing exercise, then that's still useful data. It might even mean quite a lot if seeing these trends inspire you to maintain a more active and healthy lifestyle. In fact, a 2022 survey found that only 20% of respondents were exercising for more than 4 days a week before wearing a fitness watch, but that number went up to 34% after. Another limited review further discovered that sedentary individuals were more likely to increase physical activity when using a wearable fitness tracker. Even in terms of health, smartwatch can be useful. In fact, in one case study, a device detected an irregular change in a woman's resting heart rate, which led to her getting diagnosed and treated for a serious inflammation condition of her blood vessels. These other health and fitness impacts can be extremely useful, to the point that I would definitely suggest if you can get a fitness watch, then you should. Just understand his pros and cons and try not to adjust it too often when you're wearing it to not throw off the sensor too much. I personally use it, and I find it very useful to keep track of my activity, more than the calories burned. Hope you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share it with your friends. See you on the next one.